close to an Eastern Conference affair here at the Phillips Arena. It's Wednesday Night Basketball, live on 2K Sports. Hi, everyone. This is Kevin Harlan. In the booth, as always, with Clark Kellogg and Steve Kerr. And now a quick check of our starting lineups for both teams. And one of the players we'll be seeing in this one, fellas, red hot.
Oh, man, he's on the highlight reel every night. And if you're guarding the rim defensively and he's coming at you, look out.
And you know what, Steve? His teammates love playing with him because he gets them so many assists thanks to his catch-and-shoot ability. A lot of his buckets come right off the pass.
This is the first game in the Nets road trip. Very strong basketball is the recipe for them right now. 4 straight wins, looking for number 5.
Well, I think for Brooklyn, you got to go back to the preseason preparation. It was really solid. They established a style of play that was perfect for their personnel, and it's paid immediate dividends at the start of this season.
And the personnel you mentioned, it wasn't necessarily well respected coming into the season, but they're quickly earning a lot of respect from around the league.
And Atlanta has possession after the made shot from Red Hot. That's good.
Crafty pass work there, getting it down low for the easy deuce.
About 1 minute into the first quarter. Let's catch up with Doris from the sideline.
Kevin, I had a chance to speak briefly with Coach Nate McMillan. And my first question was, what's the plan against Kevin Durant, probably the premier scorer in the entire league? He said, well, it starts with trying to keep the ball out of his hands, because once he catches it, you're kind of at his mercy. Guys, Durant's so long, he can just shoot over the top. When he does get the ball, expect to see some double teams.
Thanks again, Doris. Now here's Durant. 14 points from him the last game against Miami. Here's Red Hot, and there's the slam dunk to finish it off. Tremendous stuff from a guy, Clark, we think more of for his passing.
Yeah, but he's got tremendous leaping ability and a surplus supply, too.
Well, that's a great aggressive move, and 2 big points, too.
Last game for Brooklyn, they picked up the W against the Heat.
And you just had to admire the versatility they showed offensively that day.
Yeah, their scoring came from all over the place. If one approach didn't work for them, they found another that did.
Here's Red Hot. He had 31 points in the win against Miami.
Yeah, guys, it seemed like he spent about half the game shooting free throws. I mean, credit him for his aggressive play.
Out of bounds, Atlanta takes possession.
That's a poor possession. You just give away the ball with a sloppy pass.
Here's Young. Against Golden State, he was really on his game. Young, right side. Pass to Gallinari. Trish gets the three-pointer to fall.
D there, guys, was pretty much non-existent. I mean, you can't leave a good shooter like that open.
Here's Red Hot. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Reverberation throughout the entire building on that one.
It sure did. Up high and down hard on the windmill flush.
Oh, the signature Kevin Harlan call. Up high and down hard. And it is very dangerous to leave him open like that. Lucky break for the defense that he missed it.
Back to Harden. Launches a 3. Count that one.
How about this? They're shooting 80% so far. I know it's early, but offensively, they look great.
And Young, here we go. And the layup's good off the glass.
Boy, beautiful assist. That's a couple of teammates clearly on the same page.
The Nets with the lead. And this matchup with the Hawks, it's their first meeting of the season.
In the season series between these two clubs last year, they were swept, something they'd like to forget about.
Harden kicks to Harris. Misses the 3. The Hawks have gone 4 of 7 from the field, shooting over 50%. Trish. DeAndre Jordan grabs the miss. Steve, returning to your point, I'm not sure they will be able to erase that memory. These, games are all very ugly.
And it really shouldn't have been that way, guys. I mean, this was a team that you should not be getting manhandled by.
Now Young. James Harden missing on the 3. Back to Young. Beyond the arc. They get it again. He passes it to Bogdanovich. Back to Young. Bogdanovich passes to Young. Again, Young missing.
The clear look at the hoop, he doesn't miss many of those.
There's a good screen. Here's Red Hot. Blocked. Fast break, the Hawks. Young with the ball. And they're going to count the bucket and send him to the wide. It could be a three-point play. Trish to the inside. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. Shot clock at 6. Cantanella. That one a little long. Nets trailed by 5. Here's Red Hot. Basket is good. The assist from Harris. And that's now 9 points for Red Hot.
Don't take your eyes off of him because he can make plays from multiple spots on the floor. Put the isolated cam on him.
And for Brooklyn, Red Hot in at point guard. DeAndre Jordan is out there with Durant. Then it's Harden, and it's Harris in at the small forward position.
That's a clean look they gave him there, fellas, and he drains those.
And for the Hawks, Durant kicks to Harden. From outside, off the mark. And for Atlanta, they come in off a good outing against Golden State.
And I thought, guys, they were the beneficiary of what was some lackluster defense being played against them.
I agree with you. I mean, it was really shocking how many free runs to the hoop they got.
And for Brooklyn, Red Hot, he's in at point guard. Durant is out there with DeAndre Jordan. Then it's Harden, and it's Harris in at the 3 slot. And for Atlanta, and 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there.
In the second quarter, they've had the right approach. Very aggressive, driving, drawing contact, and creating opportunities at the free throw line.
Well, you know, if other things aren't working for you, Steve, getting to the foul line can be a good place to start to turn it around.
The Nets making a switch here, and so he's able to get 1 of 2. Atlanta leading by 4, and Brooklyn looking who they've got. Red Hot, he's in at the point. DeAndre Jordan is out there with Green. Then it's Harden, and it's Harris in at the 3. And a chance here to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Doris Burke. Hi, Doris.
Thanks, Kevin. Red Hot in the last game against the Heat was simply terrific. He ended with 31 points, and that scoring outburst set a new season high for him in what was a great exhibition on his part. This game of his was just a standout, all-around display of basketball. Coaches love to see that, Kevin.
And thank you, Doris. It was a performance that has to have their upcoming opponents terrified for it.
Well, I know this opponent should be terrified because there's a good chance the momentum he gathered that night carries right over into this game.
Well, some of it will carry over. That's inevitable. It's just a matter of how much.
Harden outside. The three-pointer is right on target. Harden's got 6.
A little confusion defensively.
Yeah, you know what? He sent the D a little message with that 3.
Young passes to Hubbard. Number 24, guarded by Jordan. Pass to Hubbard, takes the 3, and that one's good. He's got 8.
Oh, the rapid-fire threes coming from everywhere.
I thought it might be a little imprudent to try to get those points right back, but it worked.
That's good. 11 points for Red Hot.
Well, he certainly isn't the one to blame for them being in the hole. He's been on the money with his game.
The Hawks leading by 4. Young, right side.
And the lead just grows on that ridiculous offensive sequence.
You know, Clark, that dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop.
Yeah, that just added more to it.
Yeah, what a beautiful connection on that play.
Here's Red Hot. 11 points in the game. From deep, Green. It's rebounded by Hubbard.
Not able to find it here in the second. He's off stride and off track just a bit after that one he had earlier.
Fires for 3. Atlanta gets it back. Back to Young. Passes it to Hubbard from the arc. And that one's good. And now it's a 9-point Hawks lead.
Things have changed a little bit here in the second quarter, guys, and we're seeing them start to convert a lot of second-chance opportunities.
Yeah, and I'm sure the coach has to be happy about this. I mean, the hustle underneath is paying off in a big way.
Red Hot. No good. Good defensive work there by Young. And there's the pass to Bogdanovich. Another three for Atlanta. 7 seconds left in the first half. From deep, Harden. And so that's the end of the first half. Hawks lead by 12. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right.
And now, brought to you by Sprint.
It's Wednesday night at the 2.
The Sprint Halftime Report, presented by Sprint.
Well, it's been a one-sided affair so far through the first 2 quarters, but there's plenty of time to mount a comeback. Really an incredible game from Hubbard.
And what was most impressive was that his decision-making and shot-taking was very disciplined and efficient. Really an excellent half.
Yeah, that's exactly right. Whether it's been from mid-range or in tight, he is taking only what the defense has given him, and he's not trying to do too much. I love the flow and rhythm he's playing with here.
And for the Nets, red hot in at point guard. Durant is out there with DeAndre Jordan. Then it's Harden, and it's Harris in at the small forward. The Hawks leading by 12. While we've got a moment, let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up for the second half. On the court for Atlanta. Feeds it to Gallinari. Tried to answer back, but that three is off the mark. To the middle. Gallinari with the steal. Fast break, the Hawks. And Young kicks to Gallinari. Cantonella goes up and lays it nice and easy. He's got 8.
Just putting on a passing display out there.
Well, just add another fantastic assist to the highlight reel for this guy.
No good from Red Hot.
If they could end every possession with that shot, they'd be happy. 9 times out of 10, that's an easy layup for him.
Cantonella. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket's good. He'll go to the line. First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
Well, not the best statistic for him. I mean, his performance at the line, of course, very low numbers.
And I don't think there's any question about it, guys. He's got to bring that percentage up. I mean, those are the kind of free throw numbers that will get you in a coach's doghouse and get your teammates a little mad at you. It just hasn't been a very good day for him, guys. They need him to start burying some of those.
Young with the ball. Picked up by Harris. And the call will be against Red Hot. That is his first foul of the game.
You know, the last few weeks, you see how Brooklyn stacks up here. Second in fewest turnovers per game. 9th in free throw percentage. And they're in the top half of the league in blocks. That's pretty good. Not too bad.
And Clark, you know, when you commit so few turnovers, it's key because you become a much better offensive team. You're constantly getting looks at the basket, and your defense isn't vulnerable either because you're able to get back in transition so much easier.
Harris outside. There's the dish to Durant. No good. They had a chance to end the run there.
No, they need a shot or two to fall here soon. They're only 1 of 4 since the break.
An emphatic alley-oop jam.
Oh, man, they are just putting the hammer down right now.
Defensively and offensively, it has all been working for him today.
Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. Here's Red Hot. 11 points in the game. From downtown, shots good. Red Hot's got 14 points.
Something's starting to click for this team, guys. You can feel it. The three-pointers are dropping. Their offense is flowing.
They've had a great second half from long range.
Now the feed to Young. Got a piece of it. 3 minutes gone now in the third quarter. Pass to Red Hot. Nets passing it around. Durant with another miss.
And that'll increase their rebound advantage. They've definitely been winning that battle.
Oh!
Are you kidding me?
That was a power punch right there.
Oh, great. Nasty. Absolutely filthy.
And the building is stunned, partner. He dug deep into his bag of tricks there.
I hope he keeps that one handy. I want to see that again.
Well, some really terrific numbers for Red Hot. He has 14 points and a decent little assist total for him, too.
Yeah, he's played really well, moving the ball around, and you'd like to see the rest of the team kind of get into that same passing groove that he's in.
Here's what Brooklyn's going with right now. Landry's checked in, and Kyrie Irving subbed in for James Harden. And the call will be against Red Hot. That's foul number 2 for him.
That's his second personal foul, third team foul.
Third quarter of basketball here, and just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by. Hubbard covered by Irving. He feeds it to Gallinari. Passes it to Hubbard. 5 to shoot. Trish for the 3. Kyrie Irving grabs the miss. Here's Red Hot. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. While we have a quick chance here, let's now take a look at some point guards who have been dead on target from the floor over the course of the past 10 games. Take a look at Red Hot, a great player, second in the league.
Some remarkable shooters in that group, guys. And you know that when you're seeing those types of numbers at the point guard position, you're talking about some very intelligent, patient players.
Precisely. I mean, when you watch any of them, nothing's forced. I mean, it's good, smart shot selection, simple basketball. But that being said, don't take anything away from their natural ability to flat out bury that jumper. They can do that too.
He kicks it to Knight. Gets it to go. And the Hawks lead by 18.
They've been so efficient in the paint in this game. That's an area they've totally dominated.
You know, once they ID'd the edge they had inside, they just continued to attack it.
You see the defenders get out of his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the bucket, but not that time.
And the call will be against Red Hot. And that'll be his third foul so far. Atlanta making a switch here. Hubbard covered by Irving. Here's Hubbard. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
Well, I think he kind of alligator armed that one, short stroked it. After doing a nice job to get open, he didn't finish the shot. You know, so many games are decided by which team wins the rebound battle, and that's held true in this one so far, Steve.
And even if it's only a modest advantage that they have in that category, it's still a significant factor. Yeah, he got whacked. Shouldn't be much debate on that one.
Yeah, that was as straightforward as it gets, guys.
And he makes both free throws.
Now a moment here to take a look at some of the stats for Kevin Durant. 6th in blocks. And he's been quite an offensive threat, averaging enough points to put him in the top 20 in scoring.
You know, Steve, he's doing what very few players in the league are really capable of, and that's impacting games through his low-post defensive presence. And he's one of the best shot blockers in the game in terms of his ranking, so no surprise. That's a weapon they've been allowed to use at will today, Steve.
I'll say the defense has been ineffective trying to run shooters off that three-point line.
And the call will be against Red Hot. That will get him his 4th foul of the game, and due to the bonus, we'll head to the line for 2. For Atlanta, they have gone 7 of 9 from the free throw line tonight. First free throw is good. And the Hawks making a change here. That one misses. Nets trailed by 18. And he bangs it home with one hand. That's not as easy as he made it look, guys. You've got to have some skills to pull that baby off.
Well, he's got plenty of those skills necessary for him.
Oh, you know it. The guy can climb the ladder, can't he?
He's made all 5 of his attempts at the line so far.
And you know, last game, guys, he shot very well from the stripe. Made a nice contribution there.
Yeah, he sure did. Turned in a really nice performance.
You know, one thing about getting going at the free throw line like he has this season, it can continue to carry over.
Nets have gone a somewhat subpar 4 of 10 on their shots in the second half so far. Misses the deep three-point attempt.
In this quarter, he's really been off the mark. He just looks a little bit unsettled.
And here's Young. 6 points for him. And he uses the glass on the layup. Young's got 8.
Not much the defense can do once he gets to the bucket.
Here's Red Hot. 17-point game. Back to Landry. Lets it go with a 3. No good. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. It's Atlanta leading by 17.
Come out and join the crowd. Watch your Nets live and in person. Always great to see.
Welcome back as we get ready to start the fourth quarter. Not exactly a nail-biter here, but you never know. And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for the Hawks.
Man, they keep piling up the assists, guys. Great ball movement.
Another factor here tonight has been the amount of points they've scored off turnover.
On the court for the Nets, getting the fourth quarter going. Red hot, he's in at point guard. DeAndre Jordan is out there with Durant. Then it's Harden, and it's Harris in at the 3. He dishes it to Gallinari. Trish, it's Young on the wing. 6 on the shot clock. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. From deep, Gallinari. Cantanella. It's good, and he drew contact on the shot, so we will go to the line. A 3-point play chance here.
Cantanella. One shot.
Way to hit it.
Here's Red Hot. Harris outside. Harris missing again.
Well, an 8-rebound advantage like the one they have now is always going to swing the score hard in that team's direction.
And that's certainly been the case today. Their rebounding has made a huge difference.
Great defense there. You really have to challenge him at that range.
It's Harden with the drive. He passes to Red Hot. From deep. An absolute bomb from 3-point range.
For 3.
Red Hot's got 13 points in the second half. Atlanta leading by 17. Here's Bogdanovich, guarded by Harris. Dishes to Gallinari. The pass to Bogdanovich. Back to Gallinari. No good on the 3.
It's just been one of those days for him. He has really struggled.
Here's Red Hot. Atlanta with the rebound. Their biggest lead of the game was 21. It's off to Charlotte for them after this game as they take on the Bobcats. And that one will start off a 3-game road trip for the team. And so he draws the foul on the shot, a trip to the line to shoot 2. That free throw good from Gallinari.
2 shots.
Gallinari hits them both. Nets trailed by 19. We're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter in this one. No good from Red Hot. Atlanta's gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Young. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Hawks will retain possession. A moment now to see how the schedule is looking for Brooklyn. It's off to Charlotte for them after this game as they take on the Bobcats. That'll be the second of this 2-game road trip. And it's out of bounds. The Nets will take it the other way.
Nets ball.
And here's what's upcoming now for the Hawks. They'll be off to Charlotte for a meeting with the Bobcats after this one. That's game 1 of a 3-game road trip.
Yeah, a lot of good matchups around the league. The one that I have my eye on is definitely the Miami Heat matchup.
He had a nice open look right there. 12 points for Kevin Durant.
That's 2 straight quick 3-pointers they've allowed.
They better not make it 3 straight because now all of a sudden you're looking at a hot streak.
Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. Clock at 6. And here's Young from the arc. It's hauled in by DeAndre Jordan. Jordan's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game.
If he can improve on what's been a shaky day for him thus far, they could stretch this lead out.
Harris misses.
Well, I think one of the stories has been rebounding.
Young with the ball. And it's Harden picking him up. Pass to Bogdanovich. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up. And absolutely, Clark, they're just too tough inside.
Yeah, Kevin, they've dominated, completely dominated the boards here, and that's a major factor in what looks to be a win.
And the first one drops. Both free throws good from Bogdanovich. Around 3 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Red Hot the pass to Harden. No good from outside. The Hawks leading by 18. Stolen. One-on-one here. And it's good. Fought through contact, hits the shot, he'll go to the free throw line.
They haven't done as much inside as they did in the first half. They've got to get back to their game plan, which is to work the ball inside and then force the defense to react and play from there.
Hawks have gone just 1 of 6 in the field to start the fourth quarter. A bit of a slowdown for them right now. Young outside, and the call will be against Red Hot. That will be foul number 5 on him.
That's really a tough call, one you don't like to see, but it was called, and now he's got to really make sure that he's on top of his game here in regards to not picking up another foul. That was his 5th right there.
6 to shoot. Young dishes to Gallinari. Puts up a 3. James Harden with the rebound.
Looks like he's just trying to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but I don't know about that shot attempt.
He is capable, Clark, of some incredible athleticism.
And we just got a chance to see it on full display right there.
Well, you got to love a point guard who can finish like a power forward.
Good.
Well, he's so good at recognizing where the openings are and getting the ball to the rim.
Here's Red Hot. 1:57 left in the fourth quarter. Kicks it to Harden. Hits the three-point bomb.
The D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been of the three-point variety.
Yeah, and unless they make some rotations and closeouts defensively, there's more to come, Clark.
And the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back.
You know, since halftime, he's been hesitant with the ball in his hands. First half, he was flawless with his decision-making, but not so here in the second.
Here's Red Hot, defended by Young. Harris kicks to Harden. Back to Harris. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Good defensive work there by Young. Out of bounds, Hawks ball as Atlanta keeps possession. Atlanta leading by 12. 1:12 left in the fourth quarter. Passes it to Bogdanovich. Kept alive by Atlanta.
Multiple possessions have been the story of the game, and even with the big lead, this team continues to be quicker to the ball.
Back to Gallinari. Trish, this one for 3. It's hauled in by Kevin Durant. Fast break, here they come. Red Hot the pass to Harris. The feather touch on the finger roll. Beautiful. 44 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Lays out. Taken away. Fires the 3. That drops. They got on this roll a while ago, and they just haven't looked back.
Boy, they've come out of halftime just smoking hot from behind the arc.
Hey, trust me on this one, partner. They are going to continue to let them fly.
And Young, here we go. Another steal.
Yeah, no way you can come back from this deficit.
Just not enough time left on the clock.
It's in. Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
He's one of the best in the league at that. Even with just a tiny sliver, he always seems to find a way to get it up and in.
And they go to the intentional foul.
Young. 2 shots.
He drops the first one, and that increases their lead to 6. And the second free throw, no good. A tough break there. Now Durant. He passes to Red Hot. Back to Durant. Here's Red Hot. Sinks it. And so it's the Hawks who come out on top. And Clark, you know, it was quite a nail-biter.
Yeah, it was tight. Their guys were able to come up with big plays down the stretch, and that's the difference.
Thank you for joining us for this presentation of NBA basketball on 2K Sports. For Clark, Stephen Doris, and the rest of the crew, Kevin Harlan saying